Okay, hey. We have a dead saw. My inset saw that I've had for, well, over a decade died. That's what's left. There's a big hole. She's gone. She was a good saw, but she wasn't the best. Had a lot of problems, but I learned how to get around it when I was building, as you can see, this stuff here. So, all this stuff on the table is all the stuff, look at that, that's a beaut, is all the stuff for my new rigid table saw. So apparently, I've got my work cut out for me. Yeah, it's heavy. In fact, that is the main part, cast iron top and all. I couldn't pick it up. I had to back the truck in here, bring out my welding table. This is all steel welding table. Yeah, got some blood going there. Whew. Anyway, you look in here, I don't know if you can really see it, but this is all cast iron. All the gearing setup in here is all cast iron. This is one heavy booger. So, in the course of this weekend, it is Friday, we will take all this and turn it into a saw. And when I'm done, I'll show you. Godspeed. Bye-bye. Hey, Saturday morning. Okay. So we got this thing put together to this point Friday night. This is one heavy booger, let me tell you. All cast iron like I showed you on that picture. That orange part, that's all heavy gauge steel, and the legs are heavy gauge. There's no plastic on this thing so far. So it's been it's definitely, now that's steel, but that's heavy steel. So we're getting the parts table down here. So hopefully we can get back to this here shortly, but we got some tests to run. We got the legs on and it works well. So I'll carry on. I'll be back again. Okay, it's assembled. It's done. Now, I haven't put the sacrificial fence on. I gotta look around, see if I can find some T-bolts. That's a, that goes on here, these slots. You put a, let's see. Of course, you got to put a piece of good wood on there. But you'd put a piece of wood on there and in those slots so that you could have a sacrificial fence. But that's for later. As you see, table's now empty. Everything seems to work well. This is a lot bigger than what I'm used to. The fence is nice. It's got good action. We got everything squared up and good to go. The only problem I had in the whole assembly, I guess, is some of the legs down below. The threads for those bolts you see on that lip leg right there were, the paint job on that was a little lacking, and there was gobs of paint in the threads, so I had to chase the threads. Thank God that I have my all my tap and die set still. As you see, we had to use a tap and clear those threads. See, besides that, oh yeah, when you first open this, there's a huge block of foam in the motor casing, holding the motor stable. They tell you remove the block before you assemble. The problem is you've got to drop the angle. The blade angle, it's cranked up so it's like completely pressed up in there. So you either got to lower that, put the handle on and lower it, or in my case I took a knife and just cut the thing out. But it was a little bit of a battle. They should explain that a little easier. That was tough. But other than that, everything works good. I've made a test cut. I squared the blade. First time I've ever owned a miter that actually works. This little guy here is great. Never had one before that worked. So now the question is, this table and that table are completely different heights. That table's top is shot. As an assembly table, it's no good. So I'm going to have to take the top off, rebuild it. And there's a YouTube guy out there called the Wood Whisperer. And he's got directions on how to do a, I don't know what's flickering, on how to do a torsion box top. Pretty intricate, pretty much nasty, but hey, if you want things dead center, then you best build a good top. I thought I had a good top, and I did. That table's over 10 years old, and it's taken a beating. So it's time to remodel and come up with a new way so that it fits on as an extension to my new saw. But I digress. I gotta finish this first. All right, that's what I done. That's what's working. I would give so far the rigid cast iron pro table a thumbs up. Everything looks good. All right, see ya. Okay, quick update. Working on the drawer fronts. As you can see, I have all the drawers in. The slider down there in the bottom, everything's in. Now we're making drawer fronts. Saw's just like freaking awesome. That's a great piece of equipment. My heater just took a dump, ran out of fuel. A little update on the outside weather. You ready for this? Oh yes, oh yeah. Just a little bit of precipitation turned white. Gotta close this door. That's cold. Ooh. Anyway, made some small changes. Had a couple of issues had to fix, but so far so good. I've got yes, my toy. My son gave me that. I use it. Believe it or not, I actually use it. Hand forged from a mountain man retreat my son went to. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, that thing works great. Yeah, look at all the crap on there. Right now I'm working on that saw, so I moved the crap to that table. I gotta raise this table so I can use it with that table. Oy, 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 oy. Anyway, that's the update for now. We're getting, yes, cheap. Yes, yes, okay, say it, cheap. These are cheap. Just a piece of wood. But it works. I'm not spending $2 a piece. I'm a cheap bastard. What can I say? See you later.